There's a man out there right now. He's probably making pretty good money. Let's say around 150 grand a year, working his corporate office job, giving all his best hours to a man that he doesn't even know. To his boss, all he is simply a number that needs paid every single week. And there's another man, let's say he's making around 50 grand a year. He earns his income on his own time, doing whatever he wants. Let's say he works online. He can travel the world while he works. We were raised to envy the man that has the money, but not the freedom. And that's the entire psyop within itself. By the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 things that actually matter in life and show you why nearly everyone you know has been optimizing for things that really don't matter. Number 1 is health. And it's first for one reason and one reason only. It's the only thing on this entire list that you can never buy back no matter what. Everything else has a return policy eventually. You can blow your money and believe it or not, you can earn it back again. If a relationship goes to shit, it sucks, but you can always build a new one. But the body will never give you a refund. It keeps a tab and eventually it's always going to collect. And here's the sick joke baked into this whole arrangement. The price you are dangled as one of the employment for burning your best physical years is that you get your body back when you're old and it no longer works. Congratulations, here's your freedom. Enjoy it with your new shoulder and your non-functioning penis. How great is that? I mean, think of it like this, guys. You are the strongest, the most robust, the most capable you will ever be for the rest of your life right now, today. But at the end of the day, everything has an expiration date and it always comes sooner than you think. So spending your precious life to buy security you'll enjoy at 70 years old is one of the worst trades on earth. Number 2 is time. And honestly, you could put freedom right in here with time because they're the same exact thing. Freedom is really nothing but ownership over your own time. And this is what we all crave as humans at the end of the day. I don't think humans are obsessed with money as much as they're actually obsessed with their own freedom. Listen, we both know it deep down. We were all born as slaves into this system, having to constantly work, trade our time for money. Time is really the only currency that you can't print more of. You only will ever get a set number of days on this lovely planet, and no one truly knows what happens after that. And what do most people do with this resource that is non-refundable? They sell it in 8-hour blocks, sometimes more, to a stranger, usually for a modest wage, and they just call that being responsible. They call that being an adult. They say that's how the real world works. It's called being an adult. Like they have you all just completely brainwashed from a young age. You see your parents growing up, and if you're in a middle class or a working class household, you likely saw them just stressed out from work all the time. Why do you want to live that way? If there's an option out, honestly, you should give everything you can to get that option, to make sure that you succeed and you can get out of this system as young as possible. Of course, it's going to be extremely difficult. However, it's something that is worth your time. What would you rather do? Would you rather wake up 5 years from now and do the same thing you're doing now? Wake up, go to work, just barely get paid enough to get by, pay your bills, and then do the same thing over and over again every single week? Or would you rather dedicate your time when you're not at work to learn a skill that can make you a lot more money so you don't have to worry about going to work anymore? I mean, you tell me. Freedom isn't a feeling, it's just an inventory of how many hours in your week actually belong to you. And number 3 is money. And contrary to what a lot of people will tell you, money is extremely important. See, there seems to be a divide. A lot of people will try to tell you that money is the root of all evil and money doesn't equal happiness. And in a way, they are 100% right, but they're also totally wrong at the same time. What do you think is causing most people's problems day to day? It's them not having enough money, so they have to keep going to work and exchanging their time for money. Now, I'm not telling you to work maximum overtime the rest of your life and just run your body into the ground so you can have more money. That's not really worth it. Maybe you can do it for a short period of time, but it's completely unsustainable. You have to figure out a way to make money without trading away all your time. Just like I said in the last point, you have to learn a skill that can make you enough money so you don't always have to be worried about money. And when you start making money, do not waste your money on pointless material possessions such as buying a nicer and cooler metal box for yourself so you can drive to your slave job, or buying some extravagant nice house where you're putting $20,000 down and paying $2,500 a month. That is going to do nothing but lock you in your current situation, and then you will never be able to get out. A lot of people always have this mindset of, oh, I've been working so hard, I deserve to treat myself. I'm going to buy this nice car, or I'm going to buy this dirt bike, or I'm going to buy a nice house or something like that. And they always screw themselves. After buying this material possession, they are always more broke than they were originally. So that's my point about money. Money is just something you have to be extremely careful with, because people will tell you so many lies about money, and it's all just bullshit. And number 4 is relationships. And at the end of the day, this is the one that decides if any of it actually felt like life. The friend who shows up when things are bad, the family that knew you before you were anything to begin with, someone you're actually building something with. Humans need people, or they will go absolutely crazy. There are various examples of people with lots of money or fame that go crazy because there is no one in their lives for them that actually care about them. People will try to buy this when they have a lot of wealth, and it never works. People are always after their money. I see this personally in my personal life a lot of times with older people. A lot of times these older people don't have children, or they don't really talk to their children. So they basically try to buy someone, whether it's like a partner or someone that like helps them out around the house. They'll try to buy them and buy their company. And this person is always after something they have. You see it consistently and constantly. They're typically after their money. And you can see it from a mile away, and you just feel bad for them. I mean, real connection is the reason that life exists in the first place. And number 5 is experiences. And just like relationships, this is what everything in life on the list is actually for. It's not for objects. Nobody at the end of their life is thinking about the day they bought their couch. They're replaying their moments, the people they met, the places they never been, and the nights that only happened once. And the messed up parts is the moments that stick with you the most, or the moments that barely costed any money. It's the status stuff that drains you dry, but it's the experiences and the relationships that enrich you. It compounds, you carry it with you everywhere. A possession will just sit in your driveway, losing value, while you go back to work to afford the next one. The experiences are opposite. And this is the line that nobody at your job will ever say to your face. No boss will ever tell you this. You'll never hear this from anyone. The reward for being a good slave isn't freedom. It never was. The reward is a slightly nicer cage, a better metal box, and just being exhausted enough that you're too tired to notice the door to your freedom was never locked in the first place. Right now, you're the youngest and healthiest you ever will be, on a clock that you can't even see, spending a currency you can never earn back. So don't spend your whole life working a job, stacking a pile of money you'll never spend, guarding a life you were too busy to actually live. Use money for the one job it actually has. Buy back the things that were the point all along.